All right, hey, is this thing on? What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Jimmy here. And listen, I'm excited to bring you the very first video of many to come, where I intend to bring you guys as much real value as I possibly can, okay? If there's one thing that I know about in this world, that's trading, okay? And, I've got my finger on the pulse of this niche pretty close, and unfortunately, there's a lot of foo-foo out there, and I'm coming to you to bring you the no BS version, okay? I don't think anybody has time for all that, so I hope you'll appreciate it. So let's jump right into it, actually. I was on a call the other day with a future customer of mine, and this question came up where, it said that trading is the most lucrative skill on earth, okay? But his question was, well, Jimmy, how is it lucrative, right? How does it work? I don't understand. I don't see how that's possible. And so I think that's a valid question. Maybe many of you out there are wondering the same thing. And so I think that's a great place to start with this first topic here. And so in order for you to understand that, you got to understand two things, okay? Pips, what is a pip? And lot sizes, what are those? How do those work, okay? So let's start off with this. Let's say if you've ever traveled maybe internationally before or been in an airport ever, you might have seen the currency exchange booth in there, right? Well, at the booth, you're going to see that board in the back that lists out all the currency exchange rates, right? And all you'll see there, you might see the $1.27, okay? That's the price of GBP USD. If you're going to exchange British pounds for US dollars, that's the price that it's at today. And so, that's all you'll see is the $1.27 though, but there are numbers beyond that, okay, that we see on the charts over here and that we're trading every day, okay? So let me give you a real life example. So we're talking about British pounds. So let's say my buddy Stevie over in Scotland, Stevie calls me up, he says, Jimmy, get over here, we're gonna have a great weekend, just get on the next plane and I'll see you soon, okay? And I say, okay, I'm going to listen to my boy Stevie, so I'm going to go. And, but before I get there, I'm at the airport. I want to exchange my dollars for some British pounds in preparation, right? And so I do that. And let's just say for this example, this is an even $1, $1 equals 1 British pound. Just for this example, bear with me, right? And so, I do that. Maybe I take $1,000 and I get 1,000 British pounds. I'm ready to go. I get to Scotland, Stevie picks me up. Steve is a rock star, so he picks me up in the limo because that's how he rolls, right? And, he says, Jimmy, stop. Put your wallet away. I don't want to see it all weekend. I don't want you paying for a thing. And I say, okay, all right. So I put my wallet away. I have a blast. We have a great weekend. And, eventually it's time for me to go. And so I get on the plane. I go back. I land back in the States. I go back to the currency exchange booth because I want my dollars back. And funny thing happens. The lady at the booth, she gives me $1,023, okay? Well, how did that happen? This price moved. That's how it happened, okay? So what we do is, if this price goes up by 1 pip, well, what's that new price going to be, okay? Take a guess, all right? If you said 1.27355, then you were absolutely correct, okay? Did the underline, is that a dead giveaway? Is that too easy for y'all? Okay, that's the pip number, okay? Now the 5 on the end over here, we call that the pipette, okay? The pipette is kind of, think of it like this. If you're running a mile, right, and you're timing yourself, the pipette is kind of like the milliseconds on your watch, okay? The pip is kind of like the seconds, okay? That's what we really care about, and the minutes and the hours, and think about it like that, okay? So that's how that works. Now, if we were to buy GBP USD at this price 1.27345, and it goes up 1 pip to 355, well, now we're in the money, right? And hey, if you want to learn how to get really good entries, okay? I've done a training. You can find it at signatureentry.com. And what we do there is I give you our #1 signature entry that most times has us in profit in 15 minutes or less, okay? So if you want to check that out, go ahead. But back to this, if we're at 127,355, it's gone up 1 pip. But if it goes up 1 pip, well, how much money do we make? That's where lot sizes come into play, ladies and gentlemen. For every trade, you're going to place, or you're gonna decide how many lots you want to put on that trade. So there's 3 categories here. You've got micros, minis, and standards. Okay, I'll go over all of them real quick. So a micro, that's the smallest lot size you can put on a trade. Okay, so you got a 0.01. You put that on your trade. It goes up 1 pip. You just made about 10 cents on that trade. Okay, doesn't seem like a lot, but when you start catching a lot of pips, it starts to add up, right? Let's say, I'd say a good target, average target is about 50 pips, okay? So if we catch 50 pips on a micro, well, that's like $5 right there, okay? Not bad for being the smallest one. Are you gonna take $5 if I give it to you right now? Of course you are, okay? You didn't have that before. Now you can do a 0.02, 0.03, now you're up to 30 cents a pip. All the way to 0.09, and then the next one after that would be 0.10, right? Now we're into the minis, and that's $1 per pip, okay? So that same 50 pip trade, instead of making $5, you just made $50. You guys starting to see this, okay? The goal is to grow your account so you can start using larger lot sizes, okay? That's how we do this. Now, you can use a 0.11, 0.12, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, all the way to a 0.9, a 0.99, where you're making $9.90 per pip. And then the next one is obviously a standard lot. Okay, that's a 1.0. There you're making about 10 bucks per pip. Okay, now we're getting into some big boy stuff, right? If you take that same 50 pip trade, well, how much did you make? Well, what's 10 times 50? It's $500 right there, okay? Now we're talking. Now we're talking, okay? And then obviously you can put 2 standards on. You can put 10 standards on. You can put 100 standards on your trade, right? Eventually, that's kind of the goal, is to just grow this thing, okay? Slowly but surely, all right? Now, those are the 2 things that you should understand. Obviously, I think the next question is, well, okay, I get that. I get that I can make $500 on a trade, but how do I know I'm not going to lose it all? Okay? Well, I'm glad you asked. We've got more videos coming. I don't want these videos to be too long, so stay tuned. I've got some good things coming, so stay tuned for the next videos. My goal is to push out a new video every day. Okay, that's the goal. So stay with me. And again, guys, if you want to get into more of this stuff, head over to signatureentry.com, where you'll learn our #1 signature trade, where most times we're in profit in 15 minutes or less. All right. So if you want to check out more information, head on over to signatureentry.com. Be careful. There's 2 E's in the middle, but I know you know how to spell, so I'll leave you alone on that. All right, guys. Appreciate you hanging out with me. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.